macOS 26.4 Beta 2 came out sometime yesterday, and Apple changed a couple of stuff. By the way, this version of the beta was tested on this M2 13-inch MacBook Air. If you check out Safari now, the compact tabs UI, when you check settings for Safari, it has been updated to match the macOS 26 aesthetic. Yeah, back then when Apple brought it in Beta 1, it still looked like how it is on macOS Sequoia, but now it looks like a liquid glass kind of design. Also, we now have a favicon on the URL or title bar on macOS 26.4 Beta 2 in Safari, and Apple kind of centered the URL to make everything look symmetric. Apple has been talking about RCS end-to-end encryption testing for iOS 26, but it's coming to Mac and the other platforms soon enough. Yeah, what they said is that they're going to allow testing soon enough between Android and iOS devices. In this beta, RCS end-to-end encryption will become available for testing between Apple and Android devices. This feature is not shipping in this release and will be available to customers in future iOS, iPadOS, macOS and watchOS 26 releases. Yeah, it's not available for all devices and carriers either. If you check your messages in iMessage, you now see the encryption status. Mostly iMessage to iMessage, you'll see encrypted. And Apple said conversations labeled as encrypted are end-to-end encrypted, of course, so messages can't be read while they are being sent between devices. The music app now goes into full screen mode when you click that maximize button down there in the little liquid glass player. Yeah, it's the same thing in podcast as well. So this makes it a lot easier to just go straight into full screen display and check out the lyrics and stuff like that, rather than having to like maximize manually before and switch between the mini player and like full screen view. If you still want the mini player, all you have to do is check the menu bar, click window, and you'll see the option to display the mini player down there. When you add a folder to your macOS dock on 26.4 Beta 2, and then you want to expand it either in grid or fan view, back then it showed the internal and subfolders with the default Apple Blue design, but now it allows like you'll actually see the customizations you made to your folders. I added a crying, straight face and fire emoji as well as different folder colors, and now those changes also reflect. There isn't much bug fixes related to what we talked about in Beta 1. It still remains the window resize pointer being like the only serious thing that has been fixed so far. So most of those bugs that were in Beta 1, especially those known issues, they all kind of still persist in Beta 2. So you might want to be cautious while installing this. In fact, I heard about a bug that people had yesterday on Reddit. Someone mentioned it about their device bootlooping. You know, Apple mentioned something about a possible panic with the M1 platform devices. So be careful if you are trying it and you have an M1 platform Apple Silicon Mac. One known issue I saw here is that apps might crash while trying to download their assets, and Apple was like, the best workaround is to relaunch the app. Yeah, and then the app should then have local access to the assets pack it was downloading when it crashed. Personally, I still experience one third-party bug with this app called Bartender. Bartender is like what I used to, limit the clutter in my menu bar. Yeah, it keeps it clean, but then it glitches my cursor sometimes. It begins to blink in a very funny way when I'm trying to use it, to the point that I had to just quit the app and deal with the cluttered menu bar. So it's more of third-party app bugs I'm currently facing. Regular system apps are working quite alright. I installed this update last night before going to bed, and since then I haven't charged my Mac. This is 5 p.m. the following day. Yeah, I'm recording this video right now, 5:43 p.m. and I'm currently at 17%. Basically, 62% of energy usage today gave me around 4.5 hours of screen on usage. That is way lower and bad compared to my other experiences even on Beta 1. But let's just give macOS the grace of, it was indexing since the updates just happened barely 12 hours ago. Which is why I'm still going to have to drop a follow-up about the battery on Friday. The next time we should see a beta should be around probably Monday next week. We might get beta 3, or who knows, Apple might take 2 weeks, but probably Monday next week based on the current trend they have been having for the past 3 software releases. As always, it was nice having you in this one. I'll see you guys around on Friday.